Hey Falcons fans, we have some big news to talk about today, and trust me, if you want daily updates and the latest news about the NFL, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon so you get every new video first. The NFL offseason is heating up, and the Atlanta Falcons are right in the middle of it. Right now, two major stories are making headlines. Both could change the future of this team. First, let's talk about Kyle Pitts. Ever since the Falcons picked him 4th overall, he's been a player that sparks debate. No one questions his talent. He's an incredible athlete and was expected to change the tight end position. But let's be honest, his performance hasn't matched the hype. His rookie season was amazing, with over 1,000 receiving yards. But since then, he hasn't reached 667 yards in a season. Part of the problem is the quarterback situation, which hasn't been great. But now, with Michael Penix Jr. leading the offense, there's hope that Pitts can finally show his full potential. That's why the latest trade rumors are so surprising. NFL analysts Josh Norris and Hayden Winks suggested that the Falcons should trade Pitts to the New England Patriots for just a 5th-round pick. Yes, you heard that right. A player we picked 4th overall for a 5th-round pick? Norris argued that the Falcons only have 4 picks this year and need to get back some draft capital, especially after losing their 5th-round pick because of the Kirk Cousins tampering situation. But let's be real. Trading Pitts for a late-round pick would be a huge mistake. He's only 24 years old and still has all the skills to be a game-changer. Most fans would be furious, and honestly, they'd be right. Pitts hasn't had the superstar seasons we expected, but giving up on him now feels way too soon. With Penix Jr. running the offense, Pitts still has a chance to become the explosive player we all hoped for when he was drafted. Now, speaking of Kirk Cousins, that brings us to the second big story, his future with the Falcons. And, let me tell you, it's not looking good. NFL insider Jason LaCanfora didn't hold back when he said, "There's no way in hell the Falcons can keep Cousins on the roster for 2025. The team owes him a $10 million roster bonus in March, and it's clear he doesn't want to be in Atlanta anymore." According to LaCanfora, Cousins and his team are looking for a fresh start with a coach who understands his playing style. That doesn't sound like someone who wants to stay with the Falcons. Even D. Orlando Ledbetter from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, AJC, weighed in, bringing up Mike Tomlin's famous no hostages rule, basically saying the Falcons need to move on from Cousins. But here's the problem. It's not that simple. Cousins has a no-trade clause, meaning he can reject any deal the Falcons try to make. Plus, the team might have to pay part of his contract to get a trade done. LaCanfora still thinks a deal can happen, but it won't be easy. And if the Falcons can't trade him? Well, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter, the Falcons are expected to release Kirk Cousins when the new league year begins on March 12th. That would be a tough financial hit, but it might be the easiest way to move forward and fully commit to building around Michael Penix Jr. So, where does that leave the Falcons? Right now, the team is at a crossroads. One option: stick with Kyle Pitts and see if he can thrive now that the team has a more stable quarterback situation. The other option: move on from Kirk Cousins and clear the path for Penix Jr. to take full control of the offense. All right, Falcons fans, it's your turn. What do you think? Should the team trade Kyle Pitts or give him another shot? Will the Falcons find a trade partner for Cousins, or is a release the only option? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's discuss. Now, let's take a step back. Kirk Cousins has been a huge topic this offseason, but should he be? With Penix Jr. making a strong debut as a possible franchise quarterback, maybe it's time to shift the focus. Penix has shown poise, talent, and potential, everything Falcons fans have been waiting for. Yet, somehow, Cousins is still at the center of all the rumors. Will the Falcons actually move on from him? Or is there a chance they keep Cousins for another season? But recent events might change everything. Kirk Cousins recently revealed that he had a late-season injury, and his timing has sparked controversy. All season long, fans and analysts wondered if an injury was the reason for his drop in performance. But Cousins insisted he was fine, and said the team was working hard to improve. Even after he was benched, he kept quiet. Now, weeks after the season ended, Cousins has suddenly come forward, and his comments seem to blame the coaching staff and organization. This puts the Falcons in a tough spot. At first, there were rumors that the team might release Cousins as a goodwill gesture, allowing him to find another opportunity. But after his recent statements, things have changed. Now, it's strictly business. From a business standpoint, keeping Cousins and trying to trade him makes more sense. Why? Because the Falcons would save $25 million in cap space, money that could be used to strengthen the roster. Letting him go for nothing doesn't seem like a smart move for a team trying to build around Michael Penix Jr. And speaking of building, let's talk about the offensive line, one of the most solid units last season. The starting lineup of Jake Matthews, Matthew Bergeron, Drew Dahlman, Chris Lindstrom, and Caleb McGarry gave the offense the protection it needed to succeed. Jake Matthews, a veteran with 11 seasons under his belt, had one of his best years yet. In 2018, Jake Matthews had one of his best seasons. Despite some penalties and sacks, his durability and pass protection remained key strengths. But now, with Michael Penix Jr. as a left-handed quarterback, Matthews' role might change. Breaking down the offensive line. Matthew Bergeron made big improvements in his second season. His run blocking was strong, and while he still needs work in pass protection, he looks like a long-term solution at left guard. Drew Dahlman was limited to 9 games due to injury, but he continued to be a dominant run blocker. Now, he's heading into free agency, and the Falcons have a big decision. Should they pay to keep him? Ryan Nuzil stepped in when Dahlman was out and did a great job. Since he's a restricted free agent, the Falcons might make him a priority for re-signing. Chris Lindstrom remains a key piece in the run game. He's one of the most important players on the offensive line. Caleb McGarry has improved in pass protection and will be especially important since he'll be protecting Penix Jr.'s blind side. Depth players like Storm Norton and Kyle Hinton also stepped up when needed. Big questions for the Falcons. Should they re-sign Dahlman or look for new talent? What role will Jake Matthews play going forward? And, most importantly, what should they do about Kirk Cousins? Hold on to him and wait for a trade, or cut ties and move on? Now it's your turn, Falcons fans. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. Go Falcons! Football on fire.